Welcome to Premier Designs. We're so excited for you. So, what should you do first? Well, the very first thing we want you to do is set up your website. Right now, with this fun new promotion with Premier Designs, you have 7 days. 7 days. And every single person that places an order with you, they are going to become a GEM member for free and save 20% off of their order. But the great news is with GEM membership, you still make half on what they spend. Isn't that awesome? All right, so you got to maximize these next 7 days. So we want you to go into your Premier website under My Account and set up your website. So you get to put your name in that little spot after premierdesigns.com / mine says Julie David. What does yours say? You get to pick your little name. Now, the second thing you want to do is to go along the left-hand side where it says events. And I want you to set up your very first event. You're the hostess of this very first event. So when you put an address in, you'll put your own address, your own email, and put your name as the hostess and create a special individualized link just for that event. If you pop out after you save that event and go back into it, you'll see a little link that says copy link. Copy it. And then you want to text that out, email that out, post that, get that to everybody so that they can shop. So the third thing I want you to do is establish your first event. Now your first event might be a Facebook Live that your Premier Mom will do for you. It might be just a catalog show where you're gonna gather up all of these events in that first 7 days, or it could be an in-person event. You can throw that together in just a few days. Invite everybody to come over to your house and hopefully your Premier Mom will be there with all of her jewelry so everybody can play, learn, and shop. And of course, become free GEM members. So set that date for an in-person event. I would encourage you to do that within your first 7 days so that everyone that comes to that event will become a GEM member. Just throw it together. It'll be great, I promise. If you can't do it in the first 7 days, then definitely collect orders so that they can become GEM members and put them all together in an event. Your Premier Mom will help you to do that and show you how to submit that order. Now you're probably going to want to take credit cards. So the fourth thing you're going to need to do is establish what credit card company you want to use. Premier really encourages you to use ProPay. They had to make a selection on one particular company, so they chose ProPay for your online payments. If you don't want to sign up with ProPay, then when your friends shop online, it'll just say contact the jewelry lady for payment. It's easy enough. The Square is another one. I actually use both of those, and there's other methods that you can use as well. But having an ability for people to pay by credit card is really helpful in today's society, especially with those online orders. So establish how you can take credit cards. Okay, so the next thing, number 5, is that you need to make a list of everybody that you want to let know that you are now selling this awesome jewelry. So don't leave anybody off that list. We need mom and sister, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, co-workers from a decade ago, all of your Facebook friends, everybody that you text and email, people that are friends of your friends, like your husband's best friend's wife. Include her. How about your kids? Their friends have moms. Include them. Invite everybody to your kickoff event. It's going to be great. Now, if they can't come to your kickoff event, then why don't you see if they could have their own event? So the 6th thing that you need to decide is, what do you want to do with your business? Is it strictly online? Are you just going to post on Facebook or Instagram? Are you going to just sell to your friends and family? Or are you going to have some in-home events? I hope you do. That's really where the money can be made. A lot in one night. So I love that. If you have a $400 show, you'll make $200 in one night. 4 hours of time, that's $50 an hour. It's definitely worth doing 2, 3, or 4 of those in that first 30 days. Why? Because remember, you have a really awesome goal, and that is to become a star jeweler. if you become a star jeweler anytime, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if you become a star jeweler, you will get $100 in free jewelry and a cute star charm. There's no pressure to do it quickly. There's no time limit. You can do it whenever you want. I love that Premier allows us to move this business at whatever pace we want to move at. But you know, if you do it quickly, you're gonna get so much more. All right, so if you do this in 90 days, okay, so if you take 90 days to sell 1,000 CV, that is the commissionable value of the jewelry, or that half price amount that we send to Premier. So if the watch costs $100, the CV that we send to Premier will be $50, and we keep $50, right? That's our profit. So that half price amount, so 1,000 CV, so that's about $2,000 in retail. Now we focus on CV rather than just saying retail, because you might sell some of that jewelry to hostesses at half off. And it's actually more valuable to use that CV value. And you know what else adds into your CV? Your purchases. I know. Isn't that amazing? So in that total of 1,000 CV, if you buy jewelry, it counts. So if you sell 1,000 CV and you add one person to your team, you become a star. If you do it whenever, $100 in free jewelry. If you do it in 90 days, then it is $250 in free jewelry. If you do it in 60 days, it's $325 in free jewelry. And if you do it in 30 days, it's $400 in free jewelry. So let's talk about how you can become a star fast, in case that's what you want to do. So you're going to gather all those friends together and have an in-home event. That's going to have the highest retail possible. That means that you're going to make 50% of whatever that show total is cash, and you're going to get CV credit towards becoming a star. What I am encouraging you to do, since you came in for $45 a month and you didn't get a boutique full of jewelry, you need product in order to wear it, be a walking billboard, and to sell that jewelry to your friends, family, and coworkers. So what I would do is whatever your friends and family spend, I would take that profit and I'd invest it right back into this show. So let's say that you have a $600 show. All those people will become gem members and love you forever because they're saving 20% and going to save 20% off for a year. Fabulous. And you just made $300 profit and 300 CV. Let's take that $300 profit and just buy half price items, right? As the hostess. So now that'll actually get us $600 in jewelry right there with investing that profit. But it'll also give us another $150 in free jewelry. So you'll actually get, along with what your friends spent, it is now a $900 show. So you're going to get $450 in free jewelry, plus the $600 retail value of the $300 that you invested as the hostess in half price amount. So you'll have $1,150 in retail jewelry, and you didn't spend anything because you're taking the profit from what your friends and family spent and you're just reinvesting it in your show. So you'll walk out of that show, that $900 show, with $600 in CV towards being a star, towards your 1,000 CV total goal. You will have $1,150 in free jewelry. You reinvested your profit back in. Now go and hold 2 or 3 more shows with your mom, your sister, and your BFF. If those shows are, let's just say, each $400, you just made $200 at each one of those shows. So that's $600 profit in the first month and 600 CV. So you have well over what you'll need to be a star in 1 month. You then just find one of your friends and say, look how amazing this is. I got all this jewelry and I made all this money and it was only $45 a month. And all my friends and family got to become gem members that ordered from me in the first 7 days. And they all got 50% in free jewelry at their shows. This is unbelievable, seriously. So she decides to do it with you. you will then get all of that bonus free jewelry for achieving STAR in 30 days. Isn't that amazing? So for what you want to focus on right now is setting up your website, setting up your event, being able to take credit cards, making your list, and inviting everybody to your kickoff show. So set that date for your kickoff show. Tell everybody what you're doing, get excited, fall in love with the jewelry, and have a great kickoff show. Reinvest that money back into your show so that you can get product to wear, to be a walking billboard, and get that jewelry so that you can then go and do a few more events, whether catalog, on Facebook, or in person. That's my recommendation. And have some great events. Now, when you go off to do your own event, you might say, ooh, what do I do? Well, you want to just go to my website or talk to your Premier Mom about what you should do at your jewelry shows. I love to do my quiz, walks you right through what you should say and leaves your guests with some fun tips and ideas, and it's really fun. So we're here with you every step of the way to help you to have an amazing business. We're gonna help you to share Premier with your friends and family, both at shows and as a business. So stick with us and just take it one step at a time. We're so excited to see you shine in Premier Designs.